Gorgeous day to be out prospecting. We're out here following a new stretch of road that was put in a couple of years ago for logging. We're gonna go try and locate some showings here. Right now we're on the side of a disseminated pyrite zone, which travels for, from what we can tell, at least a kilometer and a half. And we're just looking for signs of any extensive mineralization. See anything that's worthwhile. Most of the host rock you're going to see in this zone is either a rhyolitic tuff, you have some chert here, and you have schistose rock right here. You have some rhyolite. You can see disseminated iron pyrite, and that's about typical for all the rocks around here. So what I'm doing is I'm just pulling a sample over this entire area. There's some bedrock exposed all down here, all along here on the sides, and we're just pulling little chip samples off each area because we want to see what concentration of certain minerals we have in this zone. Down farther there's a small shaft which we analyzed the dump, and there was high concentration of lead with some zinc, which is indicative of something you would see in a VMS deposit. So there are stringers of iron pyrite in this zone as well. There's lots of stringers exposed where they ripped out some of the side in this road cut here. And you can see just disseminated pyrite all throughout, and I don't know if you can see that right there. You got a little bit of blue there and there, which is most likely some bornite in there, and that's also indicative of this 1.5 kilometer long zone. So also I notice it's a lot more cherty where you have more of the pyritization. Chert is a silicous rock and often associated with VMS. Most VMS deposits, they actually have what's called a silicous cap over top. There's another one of those stringers of pyrite. Another one right here. And then disseminated pyrite. And minor bornite most likely throughout this. More stringers of iron pyrite. Here we have pyrite and chalcopyrite. This is part of a road grab sample. Oh, there's some copper in there. You can see the blue. Okay, so we got more here. Pyrite and chalcopyrite. You can see it's following a bit of schists in there. And then your outside rock is your tufaceous rock. Couple nice stringers through here and here. Pyrite and chalcopyrite. Quite a few stringers in this zone. So I think this here is actually just solid chalcopyrite. A couple other pieces from the same rock. Some interesting looking sulfides in there. You got some almost black stuff. A little bit hard to tell what that is. Some nice looking samples. So all this road fill here, this is brought in new, and this is either from one of two quarries, which we're going to go take a look at. I'm pretty sure it's the smaller first one, and same rock type, and you can see a little bit of mineralization in there. We haven't checked it out too much, but we're definitely going in now. You can see chalcopyrite there, and you have some bornite in there. So it's just loaded. That's chalcopyrite right there. Then you have a bit of pyrite. So looking like stringers of chalco and pyrite. And knowing this area, most of the chalco is high copper, gold, silver. So we're back down near the quarry. And we have been here before. We found some nice stringers of sulfides and stuff over here. But we want to actually check over here and see if we can find some chalcopyrite that matches that stuff up on the road. First sample here, grab sample, just laying on the ground. You can see definitely iron sulfides in there. We just want to find some chalcopyrite and something a bit more solid. See these dark bands right here? If you hammer it out, this is fractures that were filled with sulfides. You have disseminated sulfides, and you can see all the hydrothermal alteration of the rocks. But dark bands, basically what you have is sulfides all throughout this quarry and thin banding. We found multiple spots where we have this. And those other samples that you see with the chalcopyrite, similar to this. So as you go back a bit, your lenses of sulfides actually open up. This is a 5 centimeter thick lens here. And the piece that was pressed against this actually had some malachite and azurite staining on it. So that indicates you have some copper sulfides in here. We've basically confirmed this here, all down in here, here. You can see sort of the oxidized line. That's one about 3 to 5 centimeter lens of massive sulfides. Your hydrothermally altered rocks here showing signs of malachite staining, and you got sulfide lenses all throughout here and a thicker one there. So there's a few more areas where it's like this too in this quarry, so I'm thinking this might lead to something bigger farther in, because we are sort of on the edge of that zone of mineralization. It's sort of this way. So we'll have to pursue this further for sure. This is what the lenses are looking like, the smaller ones. And we've exposed a lot of them, so that's it for today. It's about 7:30 in the evening. We're gonna head out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.